Hey people, welcome back to my channel. And Argentina are into the finals for the third time in a row. Can you stop these Argentines at the World Cup? I don't think there's any team that can honestly stop them. And the truth is, I think it's the fact that teams have not actually mastered what it takes to stop a team as hungry as this Argentine team. You see, just the mere fact that they have Messi in that team is enough encouragement. If you honestly think you can stop them, maybe the only team at this point, aside from France, that I think can, Spain. Spain looks like another team that can do it. I don't think Germany can. I don't think Belgium can. I honestly do not think the Netherlands can. And it's obvious that England playing them for the first time can't. But please explain to me why Thomas Tuchel thought it was wise of him to start defending after they go a goal up. You don't defend against this Argentine team. You cannot. You cannot. That would be a mistake and error. And it played itself out. It absolutely played itself out, because you can't score the first goal and think it is smart of you to then sit back. This Argentina that we've seen in this same tournament, that they've gone 2 goals down, equalized the 2 goals, and scored the winner. You don't think it was wise of you to do what? Score a goal and sit back and let Argentina play you, outplay you. Hopefully, Thomas Tuchel learns from this, right? And maybe it's something that we've just seen with this England team all through this tournament, where they just feel like, you know what, we've gotten the goal, let's just sit back, take all the pressure, and then try to maybe counter-attack again, try to get on the attacking foot again, which is wrong. And obviously that affected them in this game against Argentina. Now, trust me when I say England were able to manage them in the first half. This was obviously because England has not scored, because they had not gotten that goal. The moment England scored, you sit back and you think, oh, maybe for the next, 30 minutes, you can defend that goal. I am sorry, you cannot defend 1 goal lead. You can't even defend a 2 goal lead against Argentina for 30 minutes. Not to talk of just 1 goal. Not to talk of 1 goal. The first half, you can tell that both sides were trying to be cautious. Argentina obviously seemed like they were going to be on the strong foot majority of the time in that first half. And obviously, England were able to manage the game very well. Even though I feel like Argentina in themselves didn't really take a lot of chances, they didn't have a lot on target, just one on both sides. Both sides just tried to outplay, manage each other out in the first half, which was what I expected. However, in the second half, England came out better, right? They seemed like the better side. They played better. They had 2 shots on target. They were able to manage the game until they scored the goal. Bellingham assist, nice cross into the box, and Anthony Gordon, gets the goal. And England just said, you know what, we can defend this goal for 35 minutes? I'm sorry, you can't do that. Plus the extra time, which is about 40 minutes, you want to defend a goal, that is suicide against Argentina. That is just complete suicide. However, Argentina, pressure, mounting more pressure at some point. I think Reece James was injured. It was just like as if after that goal that England scored, they just gave Argentina all the possession. They pressured them. Reece James comes off injured, and it just seemed like, okay, yes, I don't think there's any other way we can handle this thing, because while Reece James was obviously still there, it just seemed like, yes, he could manage what was going on. But unfortunately, with Reece James off, Argentina just felt, you know what, this is our opportunity. And the first goal obviously comes from Fernandez, who I think had been able to Rhys James, who had been able to manage his own side of the post, but somehow Fernandez just felt, you know what, instead of us keep trying to just get this ball into the 18-yard box, let's just try a shot out of the 18-yard box. He does that the first time. Pickford makes an amazing save, and he felt, you know what, maybe we have a chance. He does it again the second time, and this time around it enters the net. And yes, there were questions of if Messi was offside, but it wasn't. It was perfectly timed. Perfectly timed, right? It gets the equalizer, game on. And I thought, you know what, England would have done better. Yes, they've equalized now. Let's make sure that we don't give them the opportunity to keep pressing us. No, England kept sitting back. They kept taking in the pressure, soaking in the pressure. And I just felt, this is no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is not what Thomas Tuchel wants to do at this stage. They've already equalized, right? Try and see if you can get the game at least to another 30 minutes extra time. But I felt that if they were going to successfully do that, it was them also breaking the play for Argentina, not letting Argentina have access to the ball, a lot of them, not letting them press them. For what? No, it wasn't the case. Argentina kept pressing, and then it was into extra time of first half, right, of the regular time, and the goal. Messi does that cross. It was just amazing. It was more like it was nowhere. It was from absolutely nothing. But then again, this is why this team relies so much on Messi. Because trust me, if Messi had not put in that cross, I don't think there was any other person. Maybe Julian Alvarez at some point, but let's be frank. I honestly don't think there's anyone else that could have done it, right? It gets the crossing, and Lautaro Martinez was practically there waiting for the cross to come in, because he knows that Messi is going to obviously put the cross in. He does that, and what did he have to do? Just guide the ball into the net with his head. A complete header, a perfectly timed header. What? The 94th minute? Please tell me what England would have done. And after that, England thought, oh yes, it is vice versa to now be on the attacking foot. Let's go and see if we can get an equalizer. Sorry? Excusez-moi? To be honest, I actually never wanted England to be in the final, because honestly, the media will not have a rest. We will not hear the last of it. It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming home. We are going to take a break from that right now. But they didn't even try. They didn't clothe themselves in glory. It didn't look like as if they were actually going to give Argentina a run for their money. And now Argentina is going to be in another final. They're going to be facing Spain. Spain is the better side when it comes to defending. Trust me, the defense of Cucurella, Paul Kubasi, Pedro Porro, they are really going to lock it up. Trust me when I say they are going to lock it up against this Argentine team. But the difference between England and Spain is that Spain is not going to allow Argentina have the ball majority of the time. That is going to be the difference. Lamine Yamal might not even do much, honestly. But you see that midfield and the winger of the wing backs, right? That's Cucurella and Pedro Porro. They are going to be attacking. Always going to be in the enemy's post. They are not going to wait for who? Jay Spence, Rhys James, who majority of the time is always injured, which is obviously the reason why he came off in the game at the time they needed him the most. So, yeah, it's going to be another final with Argentina in it. Now, I know there's been a lot of conspiracy theory as to the fact that, oh, FIFA wants Argentina or Messi to win the World Cup. I think so too. I honestly do not get what you have to say at this point, but I honestly think that is what it is. Now, I'm never going to talk about the refereeing in this game because I think the referee was good enough. It wasn't bad. I think the referee tried to manage the game and let the game play out as much as it could. But I just think this Argentine team are just, it is difficult to break them down when they still have this Messi in the squad. It's going to be extremely difficult. If Messi is not there, yeah, maybe there'll be a different team entirely. But if Lionel Messi is still there, because he had 2 assists, he didn't even score a goal. He didn't score a goal. He had 2 assists. And that's always the difference between, Messi and Ronaldo. Messi would definitely always want to give the assist. Even if he doesn't score, he always wants to carry the team around him along, which is what is required of his position, because he plays most times as a number 10. Number 10 is supposed to make those line-breaking passes, those crosses. If you're in the position to score a goal, score a goal. The team literally relies on you. You are the heartbeat of the team. That is what Messi is in this Argentine team. You can say the same thing for Cole Palmer. Yes, maybe at the last season he struggled, but is the main heartbeat of that Chelsea squad. But for Ronaldo, the problem will always be that, he's the number 9 guy, he plays on the flanks, and yes, the pressure might not exactly be on him majority of the time, but when you have a player with the status of Ronaldo on the field, a lot of pressure is going to be on him. But then again, I just feel like when you also have players around you that are really and ready to go the extra mile for you, there's always that difference there. The difference will always be there. Unfortunately, England are going to be playing for the 3rd/4th place game. They'll be facing France. Honestly, I think France are going to win that. They want to at least go out with a bronze medal, right? Yeah, they want to go out with a bronze medal. And it's going to be quite disappointing to see that England, with all the effort that they have put in the World Cup, they might probably finish 4th. But at least they tried. They tried. I think they really tried. They put in, they tried to put in good performances in a lot of their games. And they fought. They fought really hard as a team. But unfortunately, when you face a team as big as Argentina, I'm sorry, you have to give your best. You can't sit on the back burner for majority of the time and think a 1-goal lead is going to keep you in the game for that long. I'm sorry, it is not going to happen. It is absolutely not going to happen. Anyways, that's my thought on the game. Lionel Messi has done it again. He has kept his team. He has taken them to the final, even though he didn't score a goal, but having 2 assists, how many goal contribution is just amazing. It's amazing the quality of player that Messi is. And I don't know how this Argentine team are going to cope without him probably in the next World Cup, because I don't think he's still going to be playing international football come 2034 or come 2030, because the next one is going to be in 2030. I'm not sure he's going to be available for that one. Let's not even lie, right? But the truth remains that is going to get them to probably winning it again, but I think Spain is going to make it extremely difficult. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the game. England, Thomas Tuchel is not going to have it easy. The British media is going to come for his head. They are going to come for his head, and that's just a fact. Anyway, share your thoughts in the comment section. I will definitely be reading and responding. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Please, 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 please. Share with your loved ones, your family members, your colleagues, even your enemy. Please share with them. Let them subscribe to the channel, okay? We still have a lot of content coming for you. The pre-season for club football is around the corner, so there's still football to look forward to. Okay, and obviously the final, which will be taking place on Sunday, is also around the corner, so you don't want to miss that. All right, there's going to be a preview and probably a watch along for that also. It's going to be a big game, so look out for the final, right? Also, don't forget to put on your post notification button to get our latest video when they drop, and ensure to follow us on all our social media platforms at _official FSH. Also follow me on my personal page at Fehintola _sport on Instagram, Facebook, and I think on Twitter. Yeah. Anyways, that's the much we'll be taking on the show today. Well, Argentina has done it again. They're in the final for the third time. Spain, please, please, save us all the heartache. Save us all the headache. Okay? All right, guys, have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.